Now we will study the separation of those mixtures where only one separation technique cannot be applied for separating the entire mixture. Like for example, a mixture of sand, sawdust and salt. We cannot separate all the constituents by applying only one technique. Now let us have a look how we are going to separate them. First we will take the entire mixture and we will dissolve it in water. Now the salt being soluble in water will dissolve in water and will form a salt solution. Then sawdust and sand being insoluble in water will not dissolve in water. At the same time, sawdust being lighter than water will float over the water, while sand being heavier than water will settle down at the bottom of the solution. Now we will take this entire solution and then we will filter it by the help of a filter paper. Now sand being heavier has already settled down in the first container at the bottom, and the mixture of sawdust and salt solution will pass through the filter paper. So sawdust will be left behind as a residue over the filter paper, while the salt solution will pass through the filter paper and will be obtained in another container. The sand which is left behind can be dried and obtained. Similarly, sawdust which is obtained over a filter paper can also be dried, and the salt solution which is left behind in the which is obtained in another container will be evaporated, and once the evaporation is complete, we can obtain salt in the china dish or the evaporating dish. Now talking about the separation of a mixture of iron filling, sulfur and common salt. Now in this type of mixture also we cannot use one method or one separation technique. Now what we will do is that first we will use a magnet. Now we already know that iron fillings are magnetic in nature while sulfur and salt are not. So iron fillings will stick to the magnet and will be separated out, while salt and sulfur will be left behind. Then we will take a mixture of salt and sulfur and we will dissolve it in water. The salt being soluble in water will form a salt solution, while the sulfur being insoluble in water will float over the solution. Then we will filter this solution through a filter paper. We will get sulfur as a residue over the filter paper, while salt solution which is obtained can be evaporated and obtained.